matchup between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. This pass out wide to Hall. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second and 2. On play action, Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Eagles at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the 50, here's Fields. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Come on, set.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and play. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off play action. Fields. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right, check, right. Ready, go. Ready.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Set.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
The score is Giants 21, Eagles 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Fields. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Fields going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Got it. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. Set.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Stop. 17.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
They're on 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready?
2nd and 5. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They'll look to throw here. This one finds Austin out right. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Set, hut.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
On the ready. Hey, go steal. Hey, check nigga.
2nd and 11. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Completes it to Austin. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Set, ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Gano's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Give to Hall running right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
great effort there. 26 yards. And the Eagles have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead. Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 116 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team. He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Gano's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. One play action, Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 36 yards on the play. To the right side, this is Walker. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. All eyes on Fields. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Now Fields. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
McPherson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ballgame, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Giants take over 1st and goal. They're on 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. No, 52.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. McPherson now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And he is out of bounds. 25 seconds to go as he does pick up a first. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Back to throw. Fields steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming out third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They
they snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in the